Hello, timeless tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger with me, BlueAnkylo. Last episode, we had our robot friend plant a forest, and that was pretty awesome. So I cleaned up my inventory a little bit, sold some stuff, and now I've got 3 of these Vigilant Helm Hats. They are pretty darn good. I've rearranged my party, mostly to get the final text, because these are my 3 characters that need a little bit more TP. And the next quest we're going to do, we will, well, I want to investigate the Moonstone, Sunstone stuff. So, Luca was mentioning it at the end of time. Maybe Gaspar mentioned it too, I forget. But, you know, there's these shrines that maybe we should check out. So, I suppose to start our quest, I think the reasonable time to start would be maybe 12,000 BC, if you can find it. So let's go there first. Although, realistically, I'm pretty sure the little cutscene showed us the 2300s, I think. But if this is the Sun Shrine, in the Age of Antiquity, when they did use it, and essentially some point here, they used to use a Sunstone and then they sort of drained its energy. But where did the Sunstone end up, is the question. And it's, you know, it's not there. We could, of course, go even further back in time, to 65 million BC. Conveniently, you sort of time travel to the same, even though it's different on the map, but it sort of keeps you geographically by the same shrine. So, 65 million BC, still nothing here. Not like it'll take too long. Next up, I suppose you should check the Middle Ages. The next big side quest will be Ozzy's Fort, because, well, you know. 600 AD Sun Shrine? Oh? Worth having a look at, though. Might have missed that. So, got ourselves a little strength capsule. I'll give that to somebody later. 1000 AD, have we ever seen this one? I guess I must have checked this at the beginning, right? So, alright, we know it's not there, right? We had a quick look. So, you can't fly around in 1999, unfortunately. So, this is the last one. Don't worry, we'll explore all those other continents eventually. Alright, Sun Shrine in the future. Still nothing. Alright, well, where do we get ourselves a Sunstone is the big question then. The answer is, in fact, in the future, but it's not on the same island. So you'd have to do a little bit of exploring here normally. It's not that one. That's the one about the robots. That's the one Robo was thinking about. But this island has a sun temple on it now. Also skyscraper. Guess you can't really check that out. Now this might result in a difficult fight, so maybe take a save here if you're playing for the first time. Also, you may notice certain equipment here that will make things a little bit easier. Oh look! A strange red eyeball on fire. So everyone say hello to the Son of Sun. This guy is a very gimmicky boss fight. Ultimate gimmick. So, well, let's see what happens if you attack the Son of the Sun. Wow. Basically killed already. Counters with flare. We kill Megas immediately. Great. So I should have equipped more fire protection, apparently. Good start. That's why I put a save in, just in case. Anyway, don't attack the Son of the Sun. That's not a good idea. Let's use a high potion, I guess. So you have to check one of the flames on the outside. Man, he's just going to be healing himself up for the whole battle. That was the wrong one. So what about this one? I think you generally get enough time to attack like 3. That one was a counterattack. But the counterattack isn't nearly as bad as, there, now it's switched. See, 2 or 3 attacks is the best you get, and then it does its roulette again. And then it could be any of them. So if I'm attacking the same one every time, don't stress out too much. But yeah, essentially this fight just ends up being, gamble. And it is quite strong. Roulette again. So again, I'm getting like 2 attacks in. This is... If I didn't have Robo, if I had someone who's a little bit faster, it wouldn't be so difficult. Oh, there, we got the right one that time. So we know the northmost flame is the correct one, but of course now he's dead. One thing I would like to do if I get a chance, before he roulettes, is to steal 1 item from that flame. We got an elixir. I thought there was something worth stealing here. Maybe it's from the sun of the sun? It might be better to just leave Magus dead, honestly. There we go. That's the one I really wanted. Good. Black plate. Essentially, as long as you've got 1 person with a red plate or a red armor, you're pretty much okay. I forgot just how hugely high damage he did. Most of it's fire damage, but, you know, not quite everything. But if you absorb fire, then, you kind of don't even really need to heal, because you'll get hit by a flare again soon enough. Yeah. It's probably a good fight for Marl as well, because she could haste everybody. And if you're hasted, you'd have a lot more time to hit all 5 fires, rather than just 1 or 2 before he spins. And we're just playing 20% attack every time, 20% chance to do damage every turn. But, he doesn't have a ton of HP, so I could just get a little bit of luck here. There. Oh, dang it. It's like counting on being wrong. Nope. So, I don't think there's any way to, like, follow the flame and predict which will be correct. Alright, we got lucky. If you know a way to predict which flame will be correct, let me know, because that'd be interesting. It's probably getting fairly close. I don't think criticals do any difference in damage. They always do, like, around 200 damage in their combo, or whatever you want to call it. So we'll just be at this for a while. It's probably a lot easier to just leave Magus down, I think. Just given how much damage he does with Flare. Now, you could probably have brought Luca, and she could have her Taban Vest. And that would give her half damage to fire, I think, or Taban Suit. And then you could have the red suit and the red plate. Actually, you know what I should have done? I totally forgot. One of the things Ayla had said at the end of time was that her village was selling new armor. I bet you they had some sort of ruby armor that I could have given to Magus that would have been far more effective at for this boss. Well, I'll try to remember to go there after this is done, because I think, now that I'm remembering, that would have made this a lot easier, actually. There's also another quest you could do with Robo that would make him a lot more useful for this fight as well. I wasn't really thinking of bringing the best party, I was just, who needs tech points, really? Well, and I guess to a point, I wanted to be able to charm the black plate off of the guy, so I need to bring Ayla. Alright, well, sorry Magus, that was a little bit rude. Anyway, the good news is this is not a very large dungeon. That is a sunstone. You're going to need at least 65 million years. Well, what do you guys think? Have you solved the puzzle? I always thought this was one of the cooler little, not gimmicks, but little mechanics for the game. You just kiss up all over on Magus. Melt his icy heart. Alright. So, 65 million years, you figure. Alright, well, let's drop this off. This is the wrong spot. You didn't take me to the right place this time, silly game. I will check out those green glowy areas eventually, don't worry. I want to do the original Super Nintendo side quests first. Alright. Infinite energy. Just drop the Moonstone off in 65 million years. Pick it up after 65 million years. Use it for whatever superpower you need. Recharge it again. The power of time machines. The other thing I want to do is check in with the shop. Because Ayla did say that there was new stuff. I think it's this village, this one. Trade your shiny stones. This is the shop. Like the money shop. The G's. But what we want to talk to is the trade guy. And I think... they tell you the new... they're not telling me the new stuff. Alright, make strong armor, many rubies, 10 of each. Ruby armor. That is what I was... see, that's... we have a look, but I bet you this is what I should have equipped before that fight. Yeah. So, if I had given this to Magus, it doesn't quite nullify fire, but it's awfully close. And then, between the red plate and the red vest, which just absorb it, so you get healed by it either way, that would have made that fight a lot easier, and there's no reason not to pick up the ruby armor first. So that was my bad, I just forgot. Oh well. Okay, so... next, we've got the ruby armor. I'm not going to do any of the other 65 million BC stuff. There might be a couple more things we can do back here. But I'm kind of busy. Reptite's gone, but it's getting cold. I think, actually, while I'm here, I just want to check the meeting grounds and then the other village. I thought something happened near the end of the game. This is where the Laruba people moved in. New thing! That's the ruby armor. They might want to invent some new clothing if it's going to get cold. Pretty rude if there's a 65 million year ice age. That's a little bit crazy. Yeah, I thought there was something worth going back to this place. Yeah, there's a new... there we go. So I believe this guy just changes whoever's name is in the front of the party, if you want. It's kind of a neat little thing. And silver gemstone. Excellent. And I believe that will be one of our triple techs then. So let's have a look who it's for. Oh, maybe it's not... well, it might not include, doesn't necessarily include, Magus. Silver gemstone. So, Spin Strike. It's got Ayla. Who else does it need? Ayla and Robo. I guess if it's a spin, that makes sense. Robo gets all the spin attacks. Ayla, Robo, and probably Frog, actually. So, if you don't want to bring Chrono, but you want to have a triple tech, those three would at least have dual techs with each other rather than Magus, unlike Magus, so if you like the Ayla Robo Frog Party, that's a pretty good group. They got some good heals, some good dual techs. Robo slows them down a bit, but that'd still be a pretty good party. Anyway, I'll try to show some of those off later on. For now, I want to finish learning all of my my final techs before I worry about that. Alright, so anyway. Well, he said at least 65 million years, so let's just go back to 2300. It's probably the right time, right? It'll be there. 65 million years and a few extra. I mean, I assume it would be the difference in charge between, like, 1,000 and 2,000 years over 65 million wouldn't make much difference. You wouldn't think. Wait. Where's my moonstone? It's been gone for roughly 1,300 years. I don't know how they carbon dated that, but okay. I actually don't think they mentioned the exact number on the first playthrough on the Super Nintendo. I just want to show you something funny. Let's say you decided, instead of messing around in 1000 AD, you're like, you know what? 400 years earlier, let's just pick it up. It'll be easier. We have a problem. I guess maybe I'm not getting the dialogue because I already checked 2300. But if you check it at 600, it literally says it's not quite fully charged. Somehow 400 years is enough to top it off after waiting 65 million and some change. It's kind of crazy. Anyway. I didn't get the dialogue I was expecting, but seriously, 400 years is enough? Alright, so what happens in 1000 AD? Where is it? We'll search nearby. Someone stole my sunstone. Well, there's not a lot. Well, what's nearby? Well, I guess we could check out this new continent. There's a castle and stuff. Maybe the mayor down here knows something about it. No, I don't really want to do the ruins right now. That's frog side quest. Well, we'll get around to that eventually. Oh, there's basically someone in every time zone that mentions the Black Omen shining. I don't know what's going on, but somehow every period of time has a black omen flying through the air in it. Seems rough. What's wrong with the carpenter having a few pints? Not really. I'm not looking for a ghostly night, I'm just looking for some, I'm just looking for a sunstone. Toma? Well, the rainbow shell's a little different. That was a side quest that we learned about way earlier on in the game. Well, they're selling mid-ethers now, at least. I'm actually gonna buy a few more of these. Just says welcome. We're not allowed to drink. Alright, well, we don't need to rest right now. Sure. You keep believing that, kid. Well, unfortunately, this area doesn't seem to have much to do with it. It might have something to do with the rainbow shell. Toma Levine, 6th of 3rd Moon, 634. We will have to look into Toma in the 600 AD at some point. We're supposed to find us a rainbow shell. So, where could our sunstone have gotten? In the times like this when you're stumped, it might be worth going to the end of time. I mean, it has to be something in 1000 AD, right? I could just go to all the towns. Hey, help me out. Well, we'll fight Lavos eventually. Alright, so we're still talking about Magus's former generals. That's Robo's quest there. That's the one I'm trying to figure out. A prehistoric stone that will shine with the light of all the ages of the world. That's Frog's quest. That's the Rainbow Shell quest. Well, Luca, you're the one that seemed to think you knew something about this stone. So that's where we picked it up. We're not getting any good hints. I thought we might get some hints here. Alright, we're just gonna have to go wing it. The stone's gotta be in 1000 AD somewhere. They said nearby, so... I don't know, what's the nearest thing to that sun temple? I guess this town is probably the closest. This is where we got our cool special weapon. Maybe there was something else on this island. I don't think so. Maybe there was like a note in here or something. He said he thought it was something nearby, but honestly, in 1000 AD, people already have like steam technology, so they could just sail here from wherever. Steal my precious stone. Alright. Well, let's go talk to this village first. Maybe the people of Medina. Also, by the way, everyone say hello to Magus. Now, they're still worshipping Ozzy the Great. We saw this one last time we were here. And there's your Black Omen. Pretty much every village. I think there's one person in every village. That's the shop. It's the very expensive inn. We've been through the Hecarim Cave. Nothing to see there. Well, this village is looking less likely. What about Ozzy the Great? You know anything about that sunstone? Ancestral fame. We might change that a little bit, though. We might have to go back in time and have a thing or two to say about Ozzy. Alright. Well, this town seems pretty boring. I mean, maybe Melchior wanted to craft some new weapon out of that sword? He'd probably know about the Sunstone. He just doesn't want to talk to us. Alright, well, I suppose maybe it's worth checking the kingdom. Unfortunately, I don't think Marl's really on speaking terms with her father. I wonder if we brought her back. Alright, I kind of think the dialogue might be different if I bring Marl, so hold on just a sec here. Just have a quick check here. Only the Chancellor refused to believe. Okay, yeah. So when Marl's here, he's just, oh dear, oh dear. It's interesting you get different dialogue if he thinks no one important's around to hear him. Well, that's not so good. Well, where could it be? You guys figure it out yet? I guess we'll go straight there. I don't want to waste too much more time. I was thinking, right? Like, surely the king would know something about this sunstone. Alright. king probably should know something about it. I guess... if there is one other village we haven't gone to at all, other than our... oh, wait. It's a very sparkling house. Maybe we should check this manor out. Moonstone, never heard of it. But there's something in this house that sparkles. How come I never picked this chest up? Could've had that shelter ages ago. That's one of the ones you could've got at the very beginning of the game. So yeah, there's something interesting in there. Wrong store. Snail stop. Well, we bought one of these before, and it made things worse with the king. Let's buy another one. We also used one to feed an army before, back in 600 AD. Alright, well, you may remember, maybe, if you've got a really good memory, that 400 years ago, there was a certain person looking to make some dinner. She basically asked us to bring her some spiced jerky, but it was way too expensive back when she asked. She would pay for it and you'd make a small profit, but I'm a nice guy. Well, that's really nice of you. So one kind act... oh, everyone's talking about Fiona now. Alright, so anyway, we gave a certain lady some some spiced jerky for free because we're teaching them the importance of sharing. This was kind of a puzzling little quest back in the day, I feel like. So, I mean, surely that wouldn't change anything, would it? Just one simple act of kindness, generosity? Wait. I thought everyone hated this guy because he was such a greedy guy. Favorite person? Well, things have changed. And that's how easy it is. It's a $9,900 stone. We could have done this earlier. He's just big boned. That's great. But I felt like it was worth showing you the specific effect it has on the plot if you don't donate the jerky. Alright, well we wasted like half an episode trying to find a sunstone. We better get something good for it. Or a moonstone. It's still not fully charged yet, by the way. Looks like it needs about 1,300 more years to charge up. You'd think we could have picked it up in 600 AD, taken it back to 65 million BC, put it beside the other one, and then had a double supercharged one 65 million years later. Well, that looks a little different. Oh, right, well, it was Luca's idea, right? Most powerful energy item in the game, in the world. Second only, really, to Lavos' power. We go to 1000 AD and let a teenager tinker with it. In her water boiler. And she makes a gun. And it's gone. That's the end of the sunstone. He just shaved some off from the side. So, like, these things better be pretty awesome. Just sacrificed, like, practically eternal energy. We could have kept recharging it like that. How good is it? Well, to be fair, the Wonder Shot can do a ridiculous amount of damage. We have not had a long playtime yet. But, like, we're only, like, 20 hours in or something like that. So right now it's probably bad, but it could be better. And especially if you play the game for a really long time, it's probably one of the strongest weapons in the game. Or, well, it's clearly Luca's strongest weapon. And it's already stronger than her other weapons by double, so okay. And we've got the sunglasses. Now, I forget exactly how these things work. I have to look up the exact difference. I know they give you more damage, but I don't remember by how much. Because it doesn't show it on the stat screen, so I'm not sure if it's, it might be like 20% or 50% at best, maybe. It's probably not a bad item, or not bad accessory. Pretty good end-game sort of accessory. Anyway, I guess we should probably end the episode. I was kind of hoping to get further along, but, a sunstone was hard to find. Next episode, just to give you a little hint. What's in here anyway? Is there anything? It's just an empty island? It's weird. Weird. We're gonna go check this place out. This is also where the swallow would be if we could get in there. It's in 1000 AD. We should go pick up the other one 400 years earlier, right? Get two. Dual wield it. But yeah, we're gonna go deal with the rest of Magus' fiends, the survivors, in the next episode. So thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.